Northside Weezy and this motherfucker. What's tracking, man? Listen, welcome to the first episode of Like Father, Like Son podcast. Yes, this is my daddy, this is my pa. You finna learn a lot about this nigga on this first episode. So this first episode, I'm really just finna introduce y'all to him. Then from now, we're gonna do it how we do it. But first of all, everything we saying, we not glorifying the life we live or the things we done. We just taking a trip down memory lane and telling war stories. You feel me? Like we just soldiers of the streets. Right? Niggas who been to war tell their stories. We telling our stories, just our wars in the concrete jungle, doing what we got to do, fighting against motherfucking poverty or some shit. But anyway, with all that being said, what's your first step? What's up, nigga?
Here's what's going on, man. You got to realize when you get a certain age that your brain is a treasure, man.
Oh yeah,
You got to realize that. And I'm gonna say this right here. I'm proud of you.
I appreciate
But now,
that. Appreciate
on
that.
the other tip, you got to learn to be proud of your heritage.
Okay, and that's a good way to come in. I like that.
Alright.
Gotta be proud of your heritage.
Yeah.
So we finna start with these motherfucking heritage. Y'all finna learn a lot about me while you learning about him. So this finna be a one-way, two-way street. So nigga, you born like 1970.
In the 1970s,
Yeah,
man.
nigga born 1970.
Yeah.
You an old nigga.
Alright, but ain't no telling when my grandma was born, and that's where I got a lot of knowledge from, man.
Okay, that's too far back though. We'll talk about Medea in a minute.
No, we got
You feel?
you know.
Let's talk about where you born at. When you born, where you born at?
Collegeville.
Collegeville, USA.
3121 31st Avenue, North Collegeville, Alabama.
Yeah. Real Collegeville.
Across the street from Pruitt Filling Station.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
So our heritage in Collegeville, what's our heritage? Because you're speaking on Medea.
Yeah,
what's our heritage? It go that deep, like we super Collegeville?
Yeah, super Collegeville. You know, I was proud to be called Little Dillers of Miss Annie Grandboy.
Oh yeah.
She ran a joint called Silver Dollar, man.
Across the street from 29th.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Facts,
exactly.
facts,
and that's where all the gangsters hung at. You know, yeah.
And she running that motherfucker.
And she ran that.
My great grandma Medea.
Yeah, Miss Annie.
Miss Annie Lee.
Miss Annie Lilo.
Annie Lilo. Tell me about Annie Lilo. Yo, you just gotta put a memory out of thin out. Whether you was grown, young, just give me just a memory. Like I remember this about Annie Lilo. Or a story about Annie Lilo.
She would buy her money and she'll feed the spring.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can attest for that. Every time I went around there,
Yeah.
she definitely gonna give me like $6 and she gonna give me a bag full of just random shit to eat. Like there's gonna be some peanuts in that bitch, some chips, a drink, motherfucking. It may be maybe some meatloaf in that bag. Yeah. What's finna be in that bag she finna give me. Yeah. And I remember that. And she got that. I remember I got stung by a bee. Yeah. And she gave me some snuff to put on it.
Yeah, that'll get it. Yeah.
You feel it, man? She gave me some snuff to put on. So that Annie Lilo.
Yeah, but
man, so what's your favorite story about Annie Lilo?
You know, all her grandchildren hustled a little bit, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Know what that means.
No,
that.
You got that right.
So one day she asked me, man, I'm talking about, this probably like about 94.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what she said?
She said, Dick.
She called you Dick?
Yeah, she called me Dick. She said, Dick, I know all y'all sell that stuff. So how they take it? But I thought everybody knows you smoke.
Yeah.
She said, do they eat it?
She can't they eat it.
I thought she know it is. I like, man,
she have based on this. Yeah. So Collegeville, growing up in Collegeville in the 70s, what this shit talking about? In Collegeville in the 70s. How do Collegeville look in the 70s? Is the projects here?
Yeah, the projects there. But you know, by you being young and not knowing nothing about New York, you would think the project is something like New York and Chicago. How big it is. But now I'm born in 70, so I'm gonna say like about 75 or 76. And I don't know how they moved like that back then, because I'm young. But they moved some kind of way, man. So
what you mean by who? Who moved? What you mean?
The neighborhood.
Okay.
I'm talking about it was like they were like Indians. What I mean by that is, by me being younger, my grandma came and told me, said, again, Dick, they finna shoot at the police. And this was actually this like 75 or 76.
So Medea come to you and say, Dick,
listen, man, isn't that what I'm trying to tell you? 3121 31st Avenue North is my address. But Pruitt Filling Station, it was across the street from where I lived at. And back then, I guess you'll be successful if you have a motorcycle, cause motorcycle you jumping in back then and boats. But now, you know, 5 or 6 years old, you seeing these dudes pull up. I'm talking about, you know, some of them got their hair permed to the back, yeah, real OGs.
Yeah.
Pulling up like that. But then a knife fight might break out. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about this right here though. My grandma said, Dick, so up there in that tree.
In a tree.
In a tree. Yeah, the tree right there on 31st. Yeah, right there on 31st. And that's 37. Somebody on top of 37.
And they finna shoot the police.
Shot at them. That's what I'm trying to show you. So you know.
So basically the communities of Collegeville moving as one.
Man.
And everybody in the know, because for her to come and tell you that you fine.
Yeah, I'm fine.
So she probably 40s. For her to come and tell you that she in the know,
but I know I got to listen to what she said.
Exactly. So the whole community is moving.
Yeah. And it's going down. That's what I'm saying. I don't know how they move.
So in the 70s, how was hood money getting made? Because you know, like I know from the 80s, 90s, I know how hood money getting made. It's on street shit. Niggas trapping, niggas selling weed. So what's going on in the 70s?
The pill game. The T's and Blues.
T's and Blues. I've heard about T's and Blues, but I don't know what the fuck that is though. What the fuck is T's and Blues?
Yeah, this about 78. I can remember this. This dude, I'm talking about for real, beat a dude with a baseball bat, man. Was selling in front of his house.
What's he selling?
T's and Blues.
He beat a nigga with it. Was he also selling T's and Blues, or he just don't want the traffic in front of his house?
No, he was selling. You ain't supposed to sold down there by him.
Oh, so
down.
He beat a nigga who shortstop.
Yeah.
With a baseball bat.
With a baseball bat.
And you 8 years old and see this.
8 years old.
And where this happening?
In Collegeville.
I'm talking about where?
34. I'm 34 down there by Carver, yeah. But now the same dude I'm talking about 1980. Some people probably ain't never seen the SWAT team. Have you ever seen the SWAT team? All right, well, I ain't talking to you then. But anyway,
I done seen more SWAT teams than you done seen.
But what I'm saying about the SWAT team.
I done probably seen more SWAT teams than you done seen.
Well, you probably seen more than me. But some people ain't never seen the SWAT team. But the same dude I'm talking about that beat the dude with the bat, SWAT team came to get him 1980. So we threw with that conversation.
The SWAT team came to get him in 1980.
1980.
Have you seen him since?
Huh?
Have you seen him since?
Oh, yeah, got out.
Okay.
Yeah, he got out.
Okay.
Yeah, they know who I'm talking about. But
all right. So you told me Collegeville in the 70s. Now let's get in the 80s.
Okay.
Let's say 1985. You walk outside.
I ain't gonna say that. I'm gonna say this. My life changed in 1980.
Your life changed in 1980?
10 years old.
You 10 years old. How did it change?
Magic City class.
Yeah. Tell me about that.
1980, I'm 10. So just say your role model was probably 16, 17.
Okay, facts.
And I never seen them dressed up. The boys were dressed up, and that kind of did something to me, man. Yeah.
Who's your role models when you 10? It don't matter if they didn't continue to be a role model, but at that time, who did?
Okay.
Who out with me?
Terry
Hope, Lord, that
Yeah.
He's on that 5 minutes of phone.
And there was another guy, man, went with my cousin. His name was Bob. They called him Champ.
I
don't
know Champ.
Yeah. But now them boys, you know, they was kind of like my role models, and just to see them, I'm like, I didn't understand at the time what was going on with that, because that's like a holiday. But when I celebrated it for real was like 1991.
Hold on. You're going too fast.
I'm just telling you. I'm talking about,
okay, so 1980. But before you get your feet wet in the game, who that nigga is, or those niggas, because you know it's never one
What
nigga
year you talking about?
Just 80s, like 80.
But now you know.
83. Okay, in 1985, who that nigga?
Okay.
In your section, in Collegeville, who that nigga? And you 15 years old.
Said 15 years old. I got to go back to Terry Hope.
Terry Hope, that nigga in 85.
I'm saying he was.
I love that bitch hard.
Yeah, he was one of them.
I love that bitch hard.
Yeah, man.
And 85, he one of them niggas.
He was one of them dudes. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Hard.
Yeah.
Love that bitch.
Yeah.
On that Houdini. Yeah. I love that bitch.
Had a neck full of gold jewelry.
Yeah.
Real gold. Yeah.
Hard. Goddamn hard. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Goddamn hard.
Yeah.
That's my nigga. Who that
he was coming in though off we just gonna try to be alright with Diego Granddad. Whoever Diego Granddad was.
Oh, the black Benz with the gold on it?
That dude.
Oh, so that's real? Shout out that bitch Yayo Jug, man. He come from a good lineage too, a good bloodline. Yeah, so that's true about him coming down.
Yeah.
Black Benz trimmed in real gold.
Real gold. Yeah.
Is he that?
He was that dude.
Oh, you seen that?
Pretty much.
Is he? Cause you know how some niggas be in the hood.
No milk, man.
No. I'm not asking. Is it a myth? You know how some niggas in the hood, you know they got that, they do that, but I rarely see them. Is he a presence in the hood every day? Is he a nigga who just, is like that?
I'ma say 85. Walking from the Florida, going down that alley by Pruitt store.
Mm-hmm.
But where I live, that is south. They ain't had the gates up there. You might see this dude, man. This is what he got on, man. This dude got on some hand leather, snakeskin Adidas, man. Said Stonewash jeans with a fur coat. Run DMC hat, gazelle glass, neck full of jewelry. Mercedes Benz out there on go. Acting a fool.
This not a movie. This is real life. I see this. That shit sound like a movie. This shit sound like a movie. This bitch is really that.
It really ain't no movie.
And God rest his soul too.
Yeah.
God rest his soul. He passed a few years ago. God rest his soul. But
ain't no movie.
He that.
He was that.
Okay, so at this same time, is my nigga them around the corner doing they 1 2 2, or that's before him?
Which niggas you
feeding
talking
them?
about?
Is feeding them around the corner doing their time?
About the same time.
So feeding them around the corner doing they 1 2 2.
I'ma say at this time, this was feeding them doing. Feeding them wearing ballads. For real, man.
In 85.
In 85, nigga. With the 6 jogging suits on, man. Yeah.
This how they coming.
In a little MGM drop top. Yeah. Then man. Hey man. Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
So
then, but see, I'ma say this though. I'ma say I don't know what it was, the problem was in the water though.
Mm-hmm.
But the stuff that rappers rapped about, we were living that jump for real.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
So at this time, you got a nigga up here. Hold on. Before I issue that.
Yeah.
Is crack Al for real thing?
Yeah. But the stuff that rappers rapped about, we were living that jump for real.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
So at this time, you got a nigga up here. Hold on. Before I issue that.
Yeah.
Is crack Al for real thing?
Yeah.
It's crack Al for real
crack. But you had a crack street before you had crack ad. And then it moved. Yeah.
Where is Crack Street?
Crack Street was right there by Malcolm Park. They made the USA Today.
I know where Malcolm Park is, but where?
All right. Just where the rent office at?
Where HABD is.
Yeah, where that's at.
Yeah.
But the gates ain't up.
Facts.
So you come from Norwood, you get to the light by Malcolm Park. Soon as you come through that light, make a left right there.
So I'm back at the horseshoe type shit.
Yeah, right before you get to the horseshoe.
I'm back at the horseshoe.
Yeah.
And that's Crack Street.
That was Crack Street.
Hold on. So you telling me the projects? Hold on, man. We getting money right here, man. They calling me. So you telling me the projects stretch from 32nd all the way to the light, like I'm coming from Norwood?
Well, you might as well say it came from by Norwood to 37.
Hold on. So if I'm at the park at Macklin Park,
Yeah.
and look across the street, am I looking at projects?
Yeah.
The projects still there. No, they not. No, they not. The project is on 29th. On the
Okay, they ain't there. Yeah,
Yeah.
you right.
So boom. So the project stretch that far.
I'm saying, I don't see how you missed it though. But now it ain't there because I'm looking at it now.
There's not.
But it was 28th, yeah.
And that's Crack Street.
And that was Crack Street.
All right. Crack Street. So where's Crack Ave?
Crack Ave was 30th.
In the project.
In the project. That's in the project
Okay,
too.
that's
28th in the project too.
Okay, facts.
Yeah.
I just ain't never seen them
Yeah,
projects.
you just ain't never seen.
But
Yeah.
a
But
30
keep living though. Just keep living. Just keep living. That's all. You want to see
Alright.
something.
So nigga need 80s. When you say I'm finna jump in the grooves.
Well, it's like 86. But everybody around me doing it. Yeah, everybody, dudes Slim,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, fat,
Mm-hmm.
But I'm around them, so I can say I kind of did good because I ain't jump in like that. I watched them and seen what they were doing and try to find a better way to do it. But I was successful though. I ended up being successful.
So how you jump in?
I jumped in it like this, just stepping. You might be a little bit more, Flu might be a little bit more advanced than you.
Uh-huh.
But y'all together all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
So now you got a little set. You finna go and do something. Hey, Burt, hold this and somebody come like that.
Mm-hmm.
That happened
Okay.
about a year and a half, yeah.
So it basically like nigga that took you through school with it, not intentionally, but you learned just off holding brush shit.
Yeah.
And somebody come.
But I just didn't jump off in there head first, so yeah. So I think that was a plus.
So when did you jump in that? When and why did you jump in that head first?
It's like 86, yeah.
You 16.
16. So now 87. I'm running with a little dude here.
Yeah, Alice.
Man, why you dropping names?
Love Alice. It's okay.
But anyway, though,
It's okay. That's my nigga.
Adam, man. Damn.
I love that.
Whoever this dude is.
I love that bitch.
He I'm the only child.
Mm-hmm.
So I can get a new pair of tennis shoes every month.
You can get a new pair of tennis shoes every
month.
Because you don't try.
Yeah, I know how to run it though.
Yeah.
But this nigga coming out with like 2 and 3 pair of shoes a month.
And he got sisters and everything.
He got sisters, but that ain't what he yeah.
He not the only child, but he get more shoes than you.
Yeah, so I tell him one day, I'm fed up now. I say, hey, man, show me how you getting all these tennis shoes. He put it in my face, but I ain't catch it though. You see that? I ain't seen nothing. I still ain't seen nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
But when he showed it to me, man, it was all right.
He put it in your face.
He put it, yeah.
Well, I remember hearing about this.
Down there by go.
Say. See, I remember hearing about this. Cause he told me this. He say, nigga,
Yeah.
I'm the one who put that bitch.
Yeah, he did that. Yeah.
He said the first pair of joints he ever bought himself was these. He showed me.
Yeah.
It was the joint folds.
Yeah.
The first pair of joints you ever bought yourself is the joint folds.
Yeah.
So you jump out there hustling for these Michael Jordan tennis shoes. You hear me?
Pretty much. That would have,
You jump out there.
Yeah.
And where y'all at when y'all hop out here? Like where y'all at?
Down there by Gulf.
Oh, so y'all back gun houses.
So
Let me ask you this. That's a good question. You know, Collegeville, you got a lot of legends from Collegeville. And we're going to definitely talk about a lot of these legends as these shows get going. Y'all going to learn a lot about this neighborhood. This bitch is rich with history. But do you consider yourself a houses nigga or a project nigga? Because there's a difference between what you is. You a project nigga or you a housing nigga?
Project.
You a project nigga. So you made more money in the projects?
No.
So you make a houses nigga.
No.
Hey, you got houses ass nigga, man. You a houses nigga. There's a difference too. Niggas, that's a difference. But then, nigga in the house nigga's a different person.
But then You got to go back to your brain. I told you your brain will trail.
Yeah.
You grow up in the prod, you don't know, but some folks like pain. You grow up in the prod, you're gonna get some pain. Yeah.
Why you say that?
You grow up in the prod, man. Ain't no telling what you finna get.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you keep coming back.
Yeah.
But you come down here, you know what you get.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Do you understand
I'm
that?
following that.
Yeah, that's all right.
How's this more okay? This is that.
Yeah. Now if you grow up in
I gotta go in there with a game playing.
man, you grow up here, you can get your money.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line. Yeah.
Get crazy in bricks.
That's the bottom line, man. But down here where Brett at, you ain't got to worry about it.
Yeah.
But you gotta go up here and get your brain knocked out, lose your money, come back and then complain.
So look, I remember you telling me some shit about you serving your nigga, right? Now you in the game. You probably dealer still. I don't even know if you Burt low yet. But you tell me a story about you serving your partners, not trying to beat them, but they don't want it on no scale. You telling me they may come and buy an 8 ball. You try to put it on 3-0, they think it's wrong.
I'm trying to put it on 3-7.
Yeah.
But they tell me my scale wrong because I always get them over.
Yeah.
They rather go ahead and get 2-8, 2-7.
So they want the scale to say 2-8 and not 3-7.
I don't know what they want. But I know 3-7 is more than 2-8 on any scale. I know that.
So walk me through how this went.
Man, Bert, every time I come to you, you give me 3-7. But every time I go over here, they give me 2-8.
And they want the 2-8.
They rather have the 2-8 than the 3-7.
And what you doing?
I don't know what to do.
No, I'm saying what you doing.
I got to give them the 2-8. I got to give them 2-8 now. That's what they want because they saying mine broke.
Yeah.
And I'm showing them a little love.
So now is your trap rolling right here? Is you up?
Yeah.
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 Is you Burt low yet? Or you still dealers?
Yeah, I'm Burt low.
You Burt low. When you change it to Burt low? And how you change it to Burt low?
I ain't gonna tell you what the Burt thing, man.
I know where the Burt come in.
All right, we'll leave that alone. Man.
Okay.
All right. But now Slim put the low on. That's how I became the Burt.
No, what I'm saying is you moving this hard through this bitch.
I'm moving, but not just what I'm trying to show you. Burt, but now if you're doing something else, they're gonna put a twist to it. And he put a twist on.
Mm-hmm.
And I loved the twist.
Yeah. And it took you to the moon.
Yes, sir.
It took you to the moon.
Right now.
So 1993. Right? Nah, hold on. We gotta hit 90. We gotta hit 89, 90.
Yeah.
Because we skipping the most important part of your motherfucking life. You feel me? The most important part of your life.
Yeah, but you weren't born then.
A million hit. You feel me?
Yeah, but you weren't born then.
So, boom. They say, my mama say you meet her, woo, right? Y'all meet however y'all meet. Your stupid ass say, you at my grandma's house. And the house get busted. Big bro supposed to take the charges.
Yeah.
Everybody's supposed to get away dope to Big bro.
Yeah. Well, not the
You at my grandma's house. Is my grandma hustling?
Yeah.
Is both of my grandma's hustling? Is Medea and Tiny hustling?
Everybody in the house.
My mama hustling?
Everybody in the house hustling except for
Butch.
Butch went in there except for Don and them.
Okay,
except for Spencer then. Yeah.
Everybody hustling.
Everybody
is though.
That's what I'm trying to show you. That's the only reason they want hustle.
So we hustling like that, right?
Yeah.
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 So you pull up to a trapping family. This shit is crazy.
Yeah.
Trapping. So you meet a trapping family. My mama family is in.
Yeah, they was.
Yeah. These motherfuckers trapping.
Pretty much, yeah, they.
So you push up. Is you already trapping?
I'm trapping.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you push up. Boom.
That what made it good though, because my deal was selling the Black and Mild part.
What you mean?
Man, come on, man. You know what I'm talking about? The smoke, nigga.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. But they're selling smoke.
Yeah, but now they
put them on
but now I got the other thing to go with it. But now they doing it too, but I'm right there though with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is that nigga Kimbo around at this time?
This after Kim.
Okay, this after Kim. Okay, boom.
See, now you call the name.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
All right. Long as you come on,
man.
We can talk. All right.
So boom. You push up this bitch.
Yeah.
What you got on you? But for the day of the drug bust, you at your little chick house. You feel it? Imagine you going to your little chick house and you got your shit on you.
Yeah.
What did? Walk me through this day.
Then you were dealing with packages.
Hold on. Am I born yet?
You ain't born yet.
All right, let's go.
In the 80s.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, you dealing with packages. And the best pack they had was a $500 pack. They gave you 20 off 100.
Mm-hmm.
So they give you $500 pack. Yeah, you get them. You get them 400 back. You keep that.
Mm-hmm.
So you get that. But now I ain't know this. That Kirby.
Babe bro. Say babe bro.
All
right, so babe bro here to take the charge.
Yeah.
That's his job.
Yeah.
Okay. And you got a 500 sack on you.
It's a little over 500 though, but now that was it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
so you sending this bitch, and when the door hit, boom.
No. I think that was Tiny. Tiny come and say they out there.
My grandma, by the way.
They out there. So I had on a red cargo. That name that jack with the little
How hard?
Yeah, that's
Carhartt.
That's it. Yeah.
Carhartt.
You'll get me straight.
Yeah.
I got on one of them with a drawstring on. I run to the pantry, put the coat in the pantry. The shit still in the coat. Put it in the pantry. Now I'm thinking too much. I want to save it now.
You overthinking.
Go and get it. Come back, put it in the tank.
Yeah. Put in your drawer.
Now I'm handcuffed.
All right, so you do that, right? You ain't thinking like, okay, I'm done with this shit. Or you fuck it, niggas full-fledged right here.
Full-fledged.
Full-fledged right here.
Full-fledged. I ain't dead now.
And then the North born.
Yeah.
Then the North born. I'm born yet.
Nah, damn, man, you weren't born that. What, 89? You born 2 years later.
Yeah. But I'm saying, but when I hit, I gotta be a bad motherfucker though.
Yeah, you gotta be pretty much.
You feel me? When I hit, I gotta be Michael Jordan out. Yeah, gold chain, all that. I need all that.
Yeah.
I need all that.
Yeah.
But do I got all that?
Yeah, you got that and more.
Yeah. I chew up gold rings and shit type shit.
No, you a beat 'em.
I beat my rings?
Yeah.
Why the fuck I do that?
Stupid, I guess. I don't know. Mad cause I ain't come and get you on time.
Yeah, you should come on time then. All right, anyway, so, 1993. Movie come out, Men's Society. Bad motherfucker. My favorite movie ever. Boom. Urban legend is you grew your hair.
Yeah.
To look like O-Dog.
No, O-Dog grow the hair look like me.
No, that what they tell me. You grow your hair to look like O-Dog. On some goofy shit. You smoking that chronic.
Yeah, I ain't.
You want to smoke that weed, and you feel me?
I had them before O-Dog came out.
So, O-Dog after you.
That what I
So you on Spice One there, nigga. So what you run to the Spice One? What going on in 93? What's going on with you in 93? Walk me through 93. A day in your life in 93.
A day in my life in 93. On the side of my mama apartment on 30th with a camcorder keeping the police off.
What?
Yeah.
What?
That camcorder, I'm filming the police.
You filming the police?
They ain't finna fuck with me, man. I got this camera filming the police.
In 93?
In 93.
Why?
We keep them up on me. They ain't finna fuck with me with a camcorder. I'm already talking shit. Yeah.
How much are you really doing this?
I got a camcorder. I ain't paid.
Where you get the camcorder from?
You know where I got it from?
From a geek.
Yeah. Yeah, you talking about a geek, right? They thought I was a producer around now. Yeah.
You got a camcorder in 93. The big motherfucker?
The big ass shit. Bitch looks so big. Yeah.
You got that bitch.
Right there on 30 when they come across the railroad tracks, I'm on their ass like this.
But what I'm asking you is this.
What you ask?
If you come out with $0 at 11 a.m. in 1993.
I ain't gonna come out of that.
Listen. If you come out at 11,
I'm not coming out of there.
What time?
I've been out.
So you say you ain't coming out at 11, you been out.
I've been out.
What time you out?
I'm out probably about 6, 7 o'clock.
You out at 7.
I done parked my car. 7 o'clock, I done parked my car down there by go. And then walked to the prod. But I ain't gonna tell them what I done did between Gusto
In the projects.
in the back of Hustle School, the old Hustle School. And I'm telling them what I done did.
So if you come out at 7 by 12 noon, if you come out zero balance at 7 by 12 noon, how much money may you have?
I probably ought to do something to you. I ain't gonna tell you that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't gonna tell you that. I ain't gonna tell you that, yeah.
So it was that hard.
It was, yeah.
Is you the go-to though? Is you the first? Is you the go-to?
No, I can't say I'm the go-to. No, I'd be lying.
But you just know what you're doing.
Yeah, I was the one to go to, but I wasn't the go-to though.
But you was the one to go to.
I
I
was
can feel that.
yeah,
I can feel that. I can feel that.
yeah.
I can feel that.
yeah.
So boom.
Like I said, you go up there, you got some pain free.
Mm-hmm.
Some folks like to get their money took and all that and get nothing and come and complain to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So boom. This day, you trying to get to the apex or some shit. What year is it? End up in the back of a police car kicking windows out. All that goofy shit. What year is it?
94.
So what happened this day?
They just had on the news the Apex Hotel, the drug infested hotel. Damn.
They say he's on.
They said on the news, man.
Mm-hmm.
I just came off probation that Friday.
From the crack charge from the deal house?
Yeah, from that
This is
charge.
correct.
Yeah,
Crack charge from the deal house. You just got off
I just
probation.
came off
So this
probation.
5 years later or some shit. 3-4 years later.
Yeah, about 3. Yeah, about 3. And my mama called and told me, said, them folks just went up in somebody's house around there, by people's house.
Mm-hmm.
Come and clean this house out. Just came off probation that Friday, called it fresh trucking page that Sunday.
Oh look, you go clean it out.
Clean it out. Go to the Apex.
Hold on, what kind of car you in?
A goddamn California Gold BMW 325i.
Do what you want.
Got that motherfucker parked in the front. Police already there. Stupid.
Hold on, you got this BMW parked at the front of the
In
Apex?
the front of the Apex.
You an asshole, man.
But I wasn't looking at it like that. I was looking at it like somebody tried to break in here the front desk right there. I'm looking at it like that. That somebody come and try to somebody come up there and try to do anything right there, right there.
But she ain't not noticing this bad motherfucker park at this cheap ass hotel.
Not knowing.
Across the street from the fucking store.
A drug hotel.
A drug hotel.
It was on the news saying.
So how we get to the point from you cleaning out the house to getting in the back of the police car kicking the window up?
I leave on a Sunday to go and put it back in there. Police got that.
Hold on, so you trying to take the work back to Medea house because the bus is over?
Back to my mama.
I mean, back to mama house. Because the bus is over, I can put it back.
That's what I'm thinking.
So what, you get pulled over?
Yeah.
Where you get pulled over?
By hard. No. 37.
37.
Yeah. And then I don't run all the time. I run. But I'm looking at my
every time you
mirror.
run, you get away?
I get away every time.
Every time you run, you get away.
I didn't run right there. I got messed up.
So what happened? You pull over.
I'm looking at my rearview mirror. Said there was a white police on the run.
Yeah.
It's a black.
So your brain saying if it's a white one, I'm gonna run.
Man, I'm on Lord tab, tossing it. Man, I'm on black.
Yeah. But you loaded.
Man, I'm stupid.
You geek. So you pull over.
Pull over. Still in the rearview mirror. Come to the car. Sir, where your license and registration at? Nigga, I ain't got none.
You tell him that?
Nigga, I ain't got none. I told her. No way.
You ain't tell the police that.
Man, I don't know.
Yeah. I ain't got none.
Get out the car. Get out the car, folks, your rain. Then run. I had it in like a brown bag. Just up under there, clothes on top. Go to the bag. Come on, what I got right here? I said, it's yours. I ain't had,
Yeah.
I ain't had nothing. There's a crowd out there. I said, yeah, he framed me. He framed me. Yeah.
No.
Man, them folks put me in that police car, kicked me in then. Kicked the windows out of them.
What made you kick the windows out the police car? What the fuck?
I don't know what made me kick it out. Shit, I guess I'm going to jail. Fuck it.
Fuck it. I might well put
Might well do something, yeah. Shit. I don't know. This might work. Yeah.
Dude, this case send you to prison?
That was the case. It sent me to prison.
So you go to prison. What? 97?
97.
97. You go to prison. And where you go? What prison?
Man, I supposed to have SAP.
It's like the equivalent to
Yeah.
our death in the
Yeah,
feds. Yeah, I know
That's what it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
So how about I get the kid? I run across Ned's dad, Frank Chucky.
Mm-hmm.
Another nigga named Eugene Goss. And another dude, Jack Montgomery, gave this nigga $1 million bond for a DUI. Billy Banks, that's his
$1
name.
million bond for a DUI?
A DUI, yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. I don't know what Billy. Yep, for real, it was in the newspaper. So I get the kid, stay there. How much time you got? You got SAP, court return SAP. I had SAP in there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, you going to adventure? They say I'm going to a level 4. Now this so crazy. The same dude that I'm telling you about, this played for real. The same dude I'm telling you about that the SWAT team came and got in 1980. Yeah, 1980. He up here at St. Clair. So, you know, they like, oh man, you going to adventure. But up here, you know, they telling me where everybody at.
Mm-hmm.
This nigga here is treacherous. Yeah. He shot the police one time. For real, my life. This nigga who I'm talking about right now shot the police, man. Yeah.
And he
was sitting outside that same house, man. On everything, them niggas know I ain't lying. Them niggas from over there know I ain't lying. Yeah. Anyway, the nigga named J.O. J.O. at St. Clair. You going to St. Clair, you straight. Tonight, the devil, you going bench. The first spot we get to, St. Clair. 1954-81, my AIS number.
Mm-hmm.
1954-81.
They send you to St. Clair.
Yeah, that's what they sent me. So I'm like,
first bid.
For my first bid, man. It was J.O. at. Man, I ain't finna get off this motherfucker. Man, I ain't finna get off of him. On everything, I ain't finna get off of him. This shit. That was J.O. And now, hell no. But he level 5. That shit serious. They said 19, you gotta get off him. But these dudes just told me I'm going to that Ventures of Drake or some shit. That's the best spot I could ever got.
St. Clair?
St. Clair. All them niggas I thought was dead and been dead, that's what they. You thought dead and gone. I thought them niggas been dead, man. They live right up in St. Clair, running.
St. Clair Penitentiary.
St. Clair.
ADOC.
Yeah.
So look, when you first get the charge to go to prison, what's your mindset? Like when you first know you got to go, what's your mindset? Like,
but I had a split song, but I'm thinking that I had a split 3. So I'm thinking like good time on that. So I ain't gotta do. Some nigga told me, man, you ain't gotta do nothing but a year. Man, one nigga told me on everything. You ain't gotta do that time. On everything. I got somebody you can holler at. Man, I ain't got but a year. I finna go and do this, but I ain't know it was, but I still want to do that.
Yeah, exactly. You still ain't gonna be a fuck.
Yeah, still ain't gonna do that, yeah.
But
I said, man, I got my time. I got the folks you can holler at. I said, the judge, I'm trying to throw, for real, the judge hit the gavel and everything. I just bad the man hit the gavel.
the judge hit the gavel. I got the time.
I'm doing this, huh? You said, you ain't got to do it. I'm gonna do this, huh?
So boom. But you told me one time, you say you thought you were smarter because you went to prison later.
Yeah, 27 years old.
That's a fucked up mindset to think you smarter because
Shit,
you went to
everybody went to prison
later.
at 17, 16, nigga. Yeah, nigga, 13 years old.
They went to prison. So you think you done beat the game.
Man, check this out, man. It's probably like I'm still on probation, like 93. Some more dudes over there in the hood, they got a plug out of Cali. They got a plug out of Cali. John, we was in the frat called AU.
I'm familiar with it.
Yeah, they turned that into everybody in AU sold drugs. I'm gonna say like probably 89 and 90. But now you know who Big Marg is. This one of Big Marg thing. The police come around on 31st trimming. They shoot him up out of there.
They shoot the police up out of there.
Shot him up out of there. This probably like 89 and 90. Shot him up out of there. So how about the chances these some Wimborn, I ain't gonna say their name though, they Wimborn. One of them got out of prison. One of them did the time in the county jail though, but he did about 3 years in the county jail. So me and this dude, and we got both of them Wimborn dudes in the car. We ride from Florida to Florida. We come up out of Love and Bitter to 6th Avenue South. You got a little thing on 6th Avenue, across the street from the city jail with Leonard place. Shit like that.
I performed at Leonard many times. I love Leonard.
We started at Leonard. We in a Chevelle.
Started at Leonard.
We in a Chevelle. Nigga, look over there. See, we come back, but it was a family gathering going on. Man, this was probably my second time being in a real messed up predicament. So we pull up, we out of pocket. The Wimborn, they get up, they got bandanas tied around their legs, they bright skin, and low glasses on. They automatically look like they bang. The folks don't know her from Adam House yet. We're on a race car, we're on a Chevelle. Last year on probation. I know I'm dead right now. Man, them folks say, who is you? The driver, he clean. They get to the other dude. You know when you hit that thing, they run your name. When they run your name, man, they don't
thing popping up.
His 32, I think it's 32. His 32s came flip. Get to the other dude. He just got out of prison. Yeah, one of them Wimborn just got out of prison. Get to me. I'm on probation. I don't know what this. Get to the last Wimborn. You know the thing gonna tell you. They already know what you're in for. Yeah. So yeah, Mr. Wimborn, we see you just got out of you clear. You you last Wimborn. That case I'm telling you about in 1990 when they shot the police up out of there.
That come on.
This what he done did time for, but he did 3 years in the county jail. So that's a split sentence. He did time, yeah. But if you don't know, you think he done went down the road.
But he been in the county all the time.
In the county jail. Yeah, Mr. Wimborn, we see you done been in prison. What you been in prison for? Attempted murder on y'all. I mean attempted murder on the cop.
He said attempted murder on y'all.
That's what he went to prison. That was he shot him up out the prison.
But I'm saying he say that.
This a Wimborn, man. So they said, man, y'all just leave, y'all. I guess they ain't want that trouble. That's how they know these dudes.
And you dirty than a motherfucker.
Man.
What you got on you?
I'm alright.
What you got on you?
I don't know what I had on.
How you?
But now,
because I be hearing stories.
Alright,
you
but
come
now,
outside loaded.
Hold on. Yeah, but now, this is another story. Dealing with a dude out of Vice Hill in Love and Business. I got a 67 Chevy Impala. We ride. We come up there like, you know where Rallies used to be at up there?
In Norwood?
In Norwood.
Okay.
We coming from Norwood way though by it was a Texaco, right?
Facts, I remember that.
Police pulled me over. I got license though. So, police pulled me over. They profile, they racial profile. Yeah, my license.
They racial profile.
Yeah, they racial profile. That's what they doing.
What you in the 67
I'm in the
Impala?
67 Impala.
What you got? You got jury on?
Green, I got jury on.
Dude, you got jury on.
I got jury on. I got some gold Macleans. I ain't had no nigga Macleans.
But they profile.
They profile. Yeah, they profile. So, how about this right here?
Looks like I got some gold magazines on.
They let me go. But I pulled to the side right before you get to the light though, on the main road.
Mm-hmm.
Man, when I go through the light, get what them dudes do in the car with me, man.
What that?
They go to throw, we drink Coronas and Tanqueray. They go to throw, the police still behind. They go to throwing the balls out the one.
The niggas in the car with you?
Yeah.
Who in the car with you?
I ain't finna say no.
Who in the car with you?
All right, man. Joe Knapp and Jim Wayne. That them niggas not. I ain't never let them in my car. No. Yeah, nigga, let me, man, the police let me go.
So look.
And then, you know, they behind me.
Exactly.
So when they let me go, fuck that shit.
Y'all turned up.
I ain't turned, they turned.
Yeah. But you gotta get these niggas up out of here.
Throwing balls up, man.
You gotta get them up out of here.
I ain't never got back in that car no more.
So boom, you go to prison 97. You at St. Clair. Boom. You done made it to the big house.
But check this out though. It was so crazy about this. I ain't finna get up into all that.
Mm-hmm.
But that's where I met Tub at.
Shout out Greasy. That where you met Drake dad at.
And
you met Tub in St. Clair.
At St. Clair. But it's so crazy though. Man, this shit crazy. Tub telling me about his son, which was Drake. And you and Drake ain't out like that.
Yeah.
Come on. Man.
That shit crazy. That's crazy. Man, it's a lot. Listen, man, it's a lot to this, man. It's a lot to this, man. We're gonna pick more of this up, man. Cause after this, nigga go to prison 97. Come home, do what you want to, get a life sentence.
Life or die, not no life.
Life or
There's
die.
a difference between life.
Nigga got life.
Alabama. Life.
You hear me? Nigga had one. We ain't touched on one. We ain't touched on Hector. But listen, it's a lot we gonna touch on. We gonna leave y'all right there just to, you hear me? We're gonna pop back out. Stay tuned to Like Father, Like Son podcast, man. We're gonna pick this up on the next one. I gotta lock you in, man, because this shit gets serious, man. Appreciate y'all for taking the ride with us. We're gonna do our motherfucking thing. We're gonna push how we push. Stay tuned for this episode, man. It's Northside, nigga. Who is you, nigga?
Big Northside, you little Northside, you know how this shit.
I'll take that, nigga.
You got to take.
I'm trying to make you a YouTube channel. We gonna figure it out.
Well, we there.
Lord, nigga. Stay tuned to Like Father, Like Son podcast. Northside Weezy signing out. Burt signing out. Yeah, let's do it.